Well, hello, everybody. This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. It is Freedom Friday. I'm in a different part of the house. Hopefully, this sounds good. How are you guys doing today? I'm super excited. So the title of this show is going to be Spectators versus Players and how to become recession-proof by going all in. Many people come to me and say, well, I need a recession-proof business. Yeah, you do that painting thing, but I need something recession-proof. You need to know what happens in recessions. Hey, guess what? What happens in recessions is guys that were in business and knocking doors and had sales process and had standard operating procedures, they're still in business. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's your organization. If you're a one-man show and you're doing everything, yeah, business slows and gets faster on how you do things. We have a great family friend who works on ACs, and he's in North Carolina. But he is like 69 years old and has a 36-year-old wife. So I just had to put that out there. But we used to laugh like, why are you still working, man? You don't need to work no more. And it's like, oh man, I got this young wife, gotta work because you got these young wives. And we used to laugh about it. But the truth is, his business at some point, he could have grew his business, he could have 10x his business, he could have did a lot of things. But because, he kind of was just enjoying himself, kind of a little bit of work, a little bit of relax, a little bit of work, a little relax. Now at 69, he's having to go out there and work because he never set up the kind of structure or system to be like, oh man, I have to have employees. I have to have people that work for me. I have to have people that do work for me. And he just never set that up. And so I always tell people, I'm like, have that structure in place. Sorry, I'm trying to get on to the comments here so I can see if you guys have any comments this Freedom Friday. Hold on, I'm getting over there. But so what I always tell people is he's recession proof because the skill is within him, right? And yes, he's got this young wife with 2 little kids, but if he can keep his expenses down at home, even though he always jokes that his wife is expensive, he can work and do as he please, right? And the business can grow more if he so chooses. But at 69, it's your choice, right? So a lot of times I tell people, you can't take someone's skill away from them. Like if you learn a skill, and I was just sharing something that happened on Facebook. One of my friends is complaining because he works for an automotive shop and the guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And so he's upset because the guy doesn't know what he's talking about and he should shut up because he knows what he's talking about. And I started laughing and I go, well, here's the difference, dude. He owns the shop. He put his balls on the line and bought the shop. He's doing the work for the shop to get leads in. So no matter how you feel, you work for him. And see, people don't like to hear that. What's up, B. Craig? Happy Freedom Friday to you too. So people don't like hearing that. People don't want to hear, yeah, you're smarter, but he is the boss. And see, a lot of times people, I'm not saying everybody should start their own business. Sometimes you can be a boss within a company. But how do you be a boss within a company? Is showing that leader respect and saying, hey, here's some ways we can make the company more money, or we can do more things, or we can grow it. You win people like that. You don't win people by being like, I know everything. I'm a mechanic for 12 years. You don't know anything. You don't win people like that. And that's how you win yourself getting fired. And so, yeah, you take your paycheck, be respectful, and see how you can become a major player in that company. That's what I tell people. So I'm still finishing up some courses. I'm putting the service course together and like just sharing my experience with my painting company and how you should structure things and how I get leads and how you can do the same thing. It's not overcomplicated. I don't paint any houses. I don't do any marketing. I don't knock any doors, but there's ways to make pretty good income. Yeah, pretty good income. I've got 7 employees right now. 3 of them part-time, the rest are full-time. So the key here is if you have skills or you're in a manager position because you decided to play bigger, and now, whether you took a credit card, whether you have some structure issues, you put a manager in place, you put a person who takes leads and phone calls in place, then you put a person who actually goes out and does quotes, and sometimes the person who does phone calls and puts the bids in can be the same person. So just a little hiccup there for you. But here's the thing, as I'm watching my channel and I go through the comments and stuff hits my phone, Google Plus, I see a lot of people commenting on something, but they're a spectator. If you go back and you ask them, hey, what do you do? What have you built? What have you contribute? Oh, you're 35? Oh, because you're 35, you know more than me? Well, tell me what you've built. And that's the thing of spectator versus player. When I owned my coffee shop, I'd have older Black people coming there all the time. Let me tell you what you should do, honey. let me tell you what you need to do. And I go, oh, you own a coffee shop too? Oh, you own a business too? No, they never did. They just wanted to give you their commentary on what they thought you should do because they were spectating. And now, listen, I'm not against wisdom. You can get wisdom from people who've been sitting on the sidelines watching things. Same thing when people say, I only talk to successfully married people. Sometimes you might need to talk to the unsuccessfully married people to see what you need to avoid. Sometimes you need to talk to the single people at church so you can get a reminder of what you're avoiding as well. Okay. So, I mean, people will love trying to spectate and give you information, but you got to talk to people who are actually out there doing it. So I'm sorry that I can't always do these shows on a consistent basis, and I schedule some of my guests out so far in the future. But a guy I have coming next week, next Thursday, he's done $3 billion in sales. It took me scheduling out 3 weeks in advance to get his time because he's on planes, he's building his own company. I mean, like, he's like Grant Cardone level, dude. And so I respect his time in advance, right? So the key here is you got to give to people. You got to become an ultimate referral. And so a lot of times you go on Facebook and you'll see people talking about a restaurant they've been to, talking about stuff they've done. If you see me sometimes on Facebook or Instagram wearing shirts, wearing certain things, I'm an affiliate for that person. I don't have to put the links always. Sometimes I do. But the key here is, that's why I'm putting together the course Affiliate Money, because I have one young guy, he left UT football and he is kicking in he's just raking it in. He's just raking it in on Instagram. He doesn't even have a website. He's supposed to be getting one, but he doesn't have one currently. But a lot of it is eyes and attention. A lot of these young athletes, a lot of these young students leaving college and high school, they have a lot of eyes on attention. Instead of just taking photos of Starbucks, when they start dropping photos of t-shirts and, you know, gear and supplements they're holding up, they're making $5,000 to $20,000. Now, some people say, well, that's a young person thing. It doesn't have to be. Let's say you're in your 40s or 50s and you're on Facebook and you're commenting about things. People follow people in their general age range sometimes, and people who are older, because they can learn a thing or two. So you could also play in that affiliate money market. You don't just think that's just one person. Someone asked me in one of the comments in the previous videos, man, I love your hair. What's your hair routine? Well, I'm putting that video on a separate channel because I have affiliate links on it. And I wanted to be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Here's the hair products I use. You want the same hair product, click here, or Google freely for yourself, is what I always tell people. But a lot of times people are seeing things and sponsorships are happening behind the scenes. Thousands of dollars are exchanging hands. So it's a game you can get in, and it's a game you can play today, starting today. It's up to you, right? So there's a kid, oh gosh, what's his name? I think he did 14 grand last month in affiliate money. The key here is driving traffic. And people always say, blogs are dead, Erica, you know, because I can't get organic traffic. Well, there's 3 types of traffic: organic, influencer, and paid. Paid is that consistent, I get money daily kind of traffic. Organic is people just found your blog and you just became a viral star. That doesn't happen. That's why it's called viral. It's a very rare thing. Influencer traffic is when you do a lot of collabs, and you'll see that with fitness channels. You'll see that with other YouTube channels, or if I bring people on here, you know, now their audience is experiencing me, and I'm experiencing someone else's audience. And so when people say our blogs are dead, they're not. The key here is driving traffic and being able to be paid multiple ways. If I go on your website today, I should be able to see 4 or 5 different ways that you can get paid. You know, if you go on my blog, it's not the shiniest, it's not the prettiest, but every day there's sales. Why? Because there's a book cover on the right-hand side. There's programs, there's things you can buy, there's services. So every day it's like this. But it doesn't happen overnight, and it takes traffic. And I give to you guys as much as possible. I try to give on this channel, I try to be open, I try to give specials, I try to make sure, you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather have people, even if they have to make payments, they're making progress. Some of the emails I got, and I want to do a shout out to thank you, Dana Henderson. I'm saying her name all kind of wrong, but great, absolute email she sent me. I was just like elated, because what happens is, as you grow your company and you grow your YouTube channel or you grow your Instagram, I want people growing as well. I want to talk to people on the phone 2 or 3 years from now, and they're in a position to invest. You know what I mean? They're in a position to do joint ventures. They're in a position to do something else, whatever it may be. I want that for them. So recession proof yourself, right? So 10x your building business, of course, through sales. What I tell people is, if you've got a cousin or somebody, one time my sister had one of our cousins out there holding the sign, the spinner sign to her hair salon, and I laughed a little bit, but it was perfect. You know, if you have a young family member who you can go pay $50 on the weekend and all Friday and Saturday they're going to put signs out all over the town, that's a win. Because what happens is you're going to get a lot of phone calls. Of course, dedicate a phone line. You know, at the end of the day, what I tell people is if you're in a town that's tripping about the signs, it's $100 for 100 signs, dude. Like pick them back up on Sunday, or do whatever you got to do. But the key here is you want the phones ringing. And that's the service business side. And that's a lot of different businesses. You want the phone ringing. You have to have a system of taking the phone calls in. And that's why I like affiliate sales, because a lot of times, hey, there's a lot of t-shirts I like. There's a lot of things I like. And you know what? I want to share them with people. And you know, I don't want to just be running around, hey, everybody try this stuff. Sometimes you want to get a little return for that. But at the end of the day, the relationships are better. I'd rather have a long-term relationship with certain businesses than be like, yeah, you better give me $1 every time I sell you something. Hey, dude, it is not even that serious. I'd rather sometimes just share the links freely. So, okay, here's another thing. Let me see. I'm going to read over some of these questions y'all have today. And today, I prefer the questions to be about affiliate marketing, spectator versus players. How do you get in the game? How do you build for yourself? How do you correct your organizations in a service business? So, Alvin Hollander, I agree, can learn from everybody, learn more from successful, more likely. So yeah, Alvin, it's true, you can learn from successful people better. But what I've learned over the years, somebody who's divorced at church and then got remarried, which I have 3 friends who like, boom, got divorced, then got remarried. They have some skills and some techniques there that you might want to ask. What is it they're doing? How are they dressing? How do they talk on dates? How do they conduct themselves? They have lessons there that you should learn. Same thing with single people who've been single for a long time. Kind of ask them what they're doing with their life, how they're approaching life. You're learning something, whether it's positive or negative, you know the difference. So, but successful people are the best kind of to learn from. Debbie Jean, hi Erica. Do you think an introvert can be successful in business? Oh yes, Debbie Jean. Like one of the kids on Instagram right now, the reason he chose Instagram is he don't want to be in front of video. He doesn't want to talk or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but he's a fitness kind of guy. And so t-shirts, I mean, it's all pictures. It's all pictures. That's all. I mean, it's all pictures. It's all marketing. It's all food. And he does, even in his he had a Tumblr once, but I think he now moved it all to a blog. I'm not certain. But it's no talking. It's no talking for guys. It's super cool. So when I was watching, I was like, man, that's some really good video. You know, some really good pictures and videos. But there's no sound. It's just like workout music or different things going on. And so I thought that's so cool. Same thing with introvert. If you're an introvert, let's say you want to own a service company and you know you're an introvert. So your key is to hire people, whether it's a sales manager, somebody can go out and get sales, knock doors because they're extroverted or because that's something they like to do or that's their skill. Also, some of your painters can be introverted. 3 of my painters are introverted guys. They don't talk much, but we always send Andrew out with them because Andrew's a talker. Andrew talks to customers. He gives that customer service. They don't got to talk. They just got to paint and be there. And so it's one of those things you have to have a balance in a company. There's also a book called The Power of No and The Power of Silence. Man, I'm messing that title up. But it's either The Power of Silence or The Power of No. And it's basically why introverts win in corporate America. Because 9 times out of 10 in a meeting, all the extroverted people give out the answers first. And then the introverted person sits there and waits and realizes, oh, those are the wrong answers, gives the right answer. So keeps looking in a sea of people trying to aggressively push to be promoted in corporate America. They're more laid back, and so sometimes they get promoted faster, which is super interesting. So, all right, Alvin Hollander, I think it's more work for an introvert, need to have serious passion about venture and eventually become professionally extrovert. Well, I mean, everybody is not, everybody can't flip back and forth. And there are some people that just really can't. But you look at Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is an actual introvert, and he's very awkward. Very awkward. Like if you ever see him do when he does his speeches, he's like pouring sweat. You would think someone's beating him in the back. I mean, you would think someone's assaulting him, right? Look at Gary Vee and his brother. Gary Vee's younger brother is very introverted. And Gary Vee is, of course, very introverted. He wants all the attention. They're 8-year difference in age. The introverted brother works on processes, organization, sales, all that stuff on the inside, the internal, the administrative. I mean, it's all about teamwork. Like there are times if you're an introverted person, you just will require teamwork or figuring out the angle. I mean, if it's like, there was one lady who follows the channel, I don't know if she still does, but she was selling like perfume, you know, body butter, and she just took pictures. Just pictures, right? And so if she just keep working on her pictures and hashtags, she don't really have to get in front of the camera. She don't have to be the sales lady. You can hire a salesperson. So, I mean, even some coaches. We have a friend, his dad's a football coach for an actual football team in Texas, like a giant college football team, and he's introverted. But here's the thing: he goes out there and yells and does what he needs to do. He's just on the sidelines. He's a quiet guy. Interesting. He's always been somewhat of an assistant coach, though, so not the main face. So, again, 10x your business. How do you 10x it? Work with your strengths. There's a book called Go Find Your Strengths. And I know a lot of times you guys ask me what books I read on this channel. I'm going to put in a link, an Amazon affiliate link, I'm not going to lie, where you can check out all the books. So I don't have to keep putting them in the descriptions. You can just click on the links. If you don't want to buy that way, you can go Google it separately. But I'll put them up there. So any other questions we had today on Freedom Friday? Is there any questions about you guys getting started? Any questions about affiliate marketing? Any questions about just what you can do this summer to grow your business, your podcast, your blog, your Instagram channel? Any questions, throw them in there. I know this has a 30-second delay, but I just had to talk about this because a couple people were saying, oh, a recession's coming, Erica. Look, Amazon bought Whole Foods and Whole Foods is going to struggle. I'm here in Austin, the home, the birthplace of Whole Foods. They just opened up an additional couple of Whole Foods. And I think they did it because they knew this was coming, right? They knew they were going to sell, but they were, doing the negotiations. But this city, even if other Whole Foods have struggles or they cut back the employees at other Whole Foods, they will not cut back the employees and the pay they do here in Austin, because this is the home base. They're gonna make sure they put that somewhere in the documentation, like, don't jack up the home base. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting watching stocks, and like even on my phone, I wish I could like show it. No, let me see if I can. I don't know. Maybe you guys can see this. Okay, do you see this? Can you see it? Let me see if I can tilt it. Can you see? Oh goodness, I can't get it straight. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, so you see, you have Stash, Square Cash, Bumble. I have all kind of stuff on there. Acorns. I have all kind of stuff. I'm not ashamed of what's on my phone. Robinhood app, Close the Deal, the Bible. Do you see that? I have Grant Cardone's Eventbrite. I have LinkedIn, because those things are important. Why they're that important? They're that important. I need to have them at my hand. Now, other pages, of course, have my Instagram and different stuff like that. But you could build a business straight from your phone. This phone right here, and this is not even a fancy one. I have a Samsung that's over here on my left, but this is like my drop it on the ground 27 times Samsung, because when I go to painting sites or I go inside a Home Depot and Lowe's, I keep dropping them. And that concrete floor is serious business. So something I've learned over the years as far as having a service business, it's very important to talk to your staff in a way that is respectful. Because if you have the money and the balls to start the company, but they have the skill, you want them to feel valued. Because a lot of times people say, well, I'm doing the work. It doesn't work like that in America. So what, you're doing the work? You have to really you have to make sure you're talking to your employees in a way that's respectful, that makes them feel valued at your company. So that's just a side thing I've learned over the 2 years. Well, actually 3.5 now. Yeah. Thea Spears, brand new to affiliate marketing. What advice can you give to someone brand new in business? Tired of being a spectator, ready to become a player. Tia Spears, I think I'll have the affiliate marketing course out soon. I'm still working on it. I got a lot of stuff this week and next week. So, but here's the key. If you're going to start today, go pick 100 things. Like, get a piece of paper and write Thea, what are you having? Are you putting it on Instagram? Are you putting it on a blog? Are you putting it on YouTube? Give me some more info. But so let's say you're just doing Instagram. Thea loves travel, food, and lifestyle, right? So what happens is Thea will go. That was not a Tinder on my page, Alvin. Shame on you. I do not have Tinder. Don't get chopped. Don't get chopped, Alvin. Okay. Okay. So so let's say it's travel, food, and lifestyle, right? So what I would strongly suggest you do with travel, food, and lifestyle, write down 100 things, whether it's restaurants, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's food, lifestyle, whatever. Like, there's certain companies I like their t-shirts they make, right? Like Hot Little Biscuit in Charleston, South Carolina. They actually have a restaurant now in Atlanta, but it's called Hot Little Biscuit. They sell like biscuits. It's like you have to, when they ship it, you have to cook it in a certain number of days or whatever. Dry, I think it's dry ice is on or something. But the key here is they make a ton of money from people going on Instagram and going, oh, I want that. Click. Okay, so you got to have, so it's affiliate links. I would tell you to write 100 places and go look at, here's the thing. You can go on ClickBank as one. You can go on a couple other sites. We'll have them listed in the course. But 30 is write down sites that you visit. Write down things that you enjoy. Write down things that are popular, but also that you enjoy. Like the hair care product video I was talking about. Like there's a regimen. You know, not only do I do the hair care products, I start doing the vitamins. And so many people will say, well, what are you using on your hair? Baby, your hair grows from the inside out. So what are you putting on the inside? So I love sharing the vitamins and different things like that. Probably gonna have a whole video about vitamin D. And if you're Asian, Latino, or Black, how much vitamin D impacts your life, how like doctors are right now, every time there's a minority person in their office and they're feeling blue, depressed, gaining weight, they pretty much write a prescription for vitamin D and tell them to go get the strongest vitamin D they can. And why is that important? Because knowledge is power, for one, and two, it's not something I just use for fun. It's something I use for necessity, right? So that's kind of how you want your affiliate links to be. You want to pick 100, and people say that's a lot, but here's the thing. If I email 100 businesses like, oh, I want to be a part of your affiliates, what if only 50 say yes? What if only 25 say yes? There's some websites you can go to and they'll have the affiliate link right there, affiliate program there, and you can sign up there. Same thing with ClickBank. You log into ClickBank and you just take it and you put a banner on your blog. Now, I like the combination of, let's just say you're going to use Instagram. And there's a lot of people who have like 10,000 followers. Well, make sure you do a mix of people, food, travel, you know, every 2-3 posts, then a post with affiliate link in it, right? Like, make it a part of your everyday life. Like this. Like, I'll go, you go, like, guys, just get my Fair Performance Nutrition protein shake on. You know what I mean? You just make it a part of the video in everyday life. And when you do that, it just becomes something they see so much that it makes it very good. Okay. Teresa S., what about those companies that promote affiliate businesses as MLM? What about those companies that promote affiliate business as MLM? Oh, you mean like direct sales? So here's my thing. Get past MLM. Like get totally past that. There's that's why I'm going to do this course, because I think a lot of times certain communities only think MLM is like affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing it's just about everything, dude. Just about. I mean, like, I can go show you 3 or 4 supplements. I can show you 3 or 4 lotions that I use, like the Shea Moisture Lotion. People have affiliate links for that. People have affiliate links for just about everything. And I wish I could do a screen share on this, but this computer's tripping. But a lot of it's just a long list of companies you can pick from. You name it, they've got affiliate links for it. I would say, honestly, stay away from MLMs. Not because I think they're bad or anything like that. I don't recommend some. Because you can build a brand just off you, right? So many people are going, MCA, car insurance, you need it. Yeah. Instead of showing, here's my car and I had a flat tire and guess who helped me? MCA. Here's my this and this is what helped me. Oh, I'm going on this vacation and this is what helped me. MCA. You know, they're doing it from the wrong angle. Okay. Teresa, there were a couple people who sell information about affiliate programs. Who are those people? I mean, there's a ton of people selling information. The key is I'm just showing you what I do. Like when you see the course, it'll just be the other websites I have that I don't talk about on here. They're like niche sites, but I just drive traffic to them via Facebook ads or via my other YouTube channel. So, I mean, your key is Google search, right? If I put up a website and it's about hair, right? Like healthy hair. And it's just a very short website, not anything super in depth, super long. And I just do a blog a week for 4 months about hair and hair growth and hair products. There's always someone searching about hair. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always people searching about hair. There's always people searching about hot hair trends, coconut oil, this, that. And that gives you that market and that leeway because you're in that SEO, you're in that. There's just so much level to it that you can do it without a website. But here's my thing. There's several ways to do it, right? Because I would personally build up the attention that you get on your page. Some people have 5,000 Facebook friends. They got 5,000 people following them. You know, they go over to Amazon. A lot of it's hashtags. Like the other day, I did a picture just for testing. I had a juice from Whole Foods. It had carrots, ginger, lemon, I don't know, some other stuff in it, spinach, and a candy, a chocolate toffee candy. And I literally put hashtag juice cleanse, hashtag. And it brought an additional 10 people that don't even look at the channel normally because of the hashtag. So I talk a lot about that in the course because I was like, hashtags are so important because there are people who literally have their phone and their Instagram set on clicking like every time they see a certain hashtag. So that's why you see a lot of people grow and their YouTube channel blows up all of a sudden because it's all about fitness, or it blows up all of a sudden because it's all about certain things. You can have that same power too. There's a lady I always talk about on this channel. She has cancer right now, but it's like six-figure chick, six-figure. What is the other part of her thing? It's called Business Elite is one of her. She basically has 3 Instagram channels, and each Instagram channel has probably about 100,000 followers. People don't realize you can do Facebook ads now for just Instagram and for Facebook. There are people promoting several different ways. So the basic answer I would say is get traffic to you, whatever that's, whether it's your Instagram, that's your Facebook, or your actual blog, and then have the affiliate products. Because I mean, you can make 10 grand a month. There's several videos out there you can Google for yourself about affiliate marketing and how you're going to promote stuff every day anyway. You're going to talk about Starbucks. You're going to talk about the restaurant you went in. You're going to talk about this thing. Even if you talk about it once a week, you're going to talk about these things. Why not get paid from it? And the reason I wanted to put this course together is I see a lot of young African-American kids doing dances, doing comedy, doing all this stuff online. And then we talk to them about how they're getting paid. Yeah, man, I'm struggling to get paid. Why? You have all these eyes. You could have been showed a t-shirt, showed a shake, showed a supplement, showed a whatever, every couple of videos. Same thing with a lot of the Facebook groups I'm seeing. I'm seeing Facebook groups with 200,000 people, 100,000 people, and you go in there and they're never selling. They're never marketing their product. They're never saying, hey, you guys, we're going to offer credit repair this week for half off. Here you go. They're never saying, hey, you guys, we're going to talk about book sales for the next 2 hours. Here we go. And so if you never ask people if they want to sell, you never market to people, sometimes people just sit there like, okay, what do you want me to do? I'm just here, but you got my attention, but you're not doing anything with it. So I see a lot of young teenagers, white, black, and Latino, just all over Facebook doing all this stuff and not getting any money from it. And it's like, what part of the game is that? Who taught you that? That's the worst. You know, I went to that powerlifting seminar and I'm finishing editing that video today. I'm going to force myself. I'm going to either drop it tomorrow or drop it Monday. But it was literally like, that was the dream of a guy for 4 years. But the last 2 years is when it picked up steam. They were still putting boxes out of his supplement boxes out of his father's garage. Less than 2 years ago. They just got that gym in that warehouse space. And now they're doing almost $1 million in sales a month. And it's a lot of it was Instagram. A lot of it was pictures. I mean, look at the guys on Instagram selling, what do you call them? The Shell Food in Houston and Florida and all these places, North Carolina, where they're literally selling so much. Darius Cooks. That's the name I'm looking for. Darius Cooks. Go look up Darius Cooks. And he's opening a restaurant finally because he used to do these in-house dinner parties. And he started the Black Food Network on YouTube, right? So he had a bunch of different Black chefs cooking on there and putting it up on YouTube. And so it's like he sold over, I think, 30,000 books. And when people tell you books are dead, he sold over 30,000 cookbooks. I think he might be selling more by now. This is a Black guy, short, cook, making all that killing from Instagram and Facebook. I mean, you have to decide, do you want to be a player or you want to be a spectator? Do you want to get in the game? How serious about you? Even if you say, Erica, I just want to create $1,000 extra income a month from this until I can build it bigger. Do it. Hashtags, structure, schedules. Dude, there's a thing called bufferapp.com. You can schedule post 100 posts in advance. You have choices. So anyway, I'm gonna go over here and check some more out and then we'll roll out because it's Friday. Alvin Hodger, sales opportunities are needed all the more in recessions. Cheap marketing becomes more valuable, so there's bigger opportunity for you. So yeah, I mean, the thing about recessions is people who are going, people who are like, every day they have a system they do, they'll be fine. Like, I don't even know how to say it to you in a way like there's so many people saying, I can't wait for the recession because I'm going to buy up all this real estate and I'm going to buy up all this stuff. No, you're not, honey. No, you're not. You're not going to do it because if you aren't already getting approved for business loans now, if you're not already getting business bank credit cards and credit cards now while they're giving them away like this, like money, like water, when it comes time and credit tightens, you're not going to be approved. And a lot of these houses will move like this. There are people right now I know who are in Cleveland. Some clients I have in Cleveland, they're looking at a $19,000 house. Who's going to get that house first? Someone getting approved for a mortgage for the bank, or someone who's got actual cash or credit they turn to cash? I mean, it's just, you gotta already be processed. So I'd much rather a lot of you go ahead and start something now on the side. And so if a recession happens and something happens to your boss, like, oh, well, I'm gonna just ramp up what I've been doing on the side. All right, Teresa S. I have a YouTube channel, but more like a personal channel. So what think about having to start a new channel over? Teresa, you can have 3 or 4 or 5, 6 channels. What I tell people to do is niche that channel. Why do you want to niche a channel? Like, I have a channel that's about political stuff. I have a channel about credit. That's just separate. That's just about credit. None but a small little channel about credit. And every time people go there, they buy credit repair. That's it. Separate from this one. I have a channel coming up that's going to be lifestyle. It's working out the kinks right now. I have another channel that's going to be like guns. Why do I have all those channels? Because there's certain aspects of my life that I don't want to put on this channel. They don't belong here. They don't need to be here. You know, just go ahead and put it on the side. You know, you can start another YouTube channel very easy. You can also start another Instagram account very easy. Because I'm going to have to right now. I got to start too. And have them separate because they're just so niche. You know, one's just completely guns. And one's just completely lifestyle. It's like lifestyle, travel and fitness, right? That's all it's going to be for the later part of this summer. So it's like those photos go separate than everywhere else. And those channels will probably grow faster than the Classy Climb one, because if you go on this channel, I've got 1,300 videos. They're all over the place, right? They're not super all over the place. There's playlists. There's ones talking about recession. There's talking about land. They're talking about real estate. They're talking about sales. But they were at a place where I started several years ago, kind of in a hustle up mode. Like, I gotta hustle it. And as I started to turn the corners from hustling to business owner to investor, like even as there's a part where I'm talking about real estate and I'm an agent, then I switched to like, instead of being an agent, I can be an investor. Instead of chasing the sales, I can just invest in the sales I want. Total mind switch. And so as the channel progressed, you see that change. So sometimes just start another channel over. Just as long as you put about 2 or 3 videos, I'd say 2 videos a week up. Or if you put a video, we say new videos on Thursdays. So people know on that channel when they come to expect videos on Thursday. And that way you can make longer videos and you can also cram in what you want at those videos. All right. Tree says, how do you get companies to sponsor your channel? I wouldn't get companies to sponsor my channel. I would leave sponsorships alone. Why do I leave sponsorships alone? Because you start being hogtied to somebody else's stuff, like what they want you to say. It's better to get affiliates and just share that affiliate link so you can have over 100 different affiliate links and they don't bump up against somebody else. Sponsorships are more work better for podcasts like audible.com or something like that. Like the books you heard about today were sponsored by audible.com. You know what I mean? Like I have audible.com and you should go over there and get it. Like, of course I have an audible.com link, but I don't put it on here that often because I don't talk about the books that much anymore. Right. So, I mean, like for me, at some point, we just have to make a separate little website link where you're like Erica's favorites, audible.com, Amazon, books, yada, yada, yada. It's kind of how you do that. All right. Make humanity great again. I think that's what you just said. Make humanity great again. I like your nose, Erica. It's cute. Thank you. My dad also liked my nose. Thought it was cute. So look, I am going to wrap this up. I hope this was useful. I hope this was good information. Spectator versus player, how to get in the game, how do you get your channels going. It's literally niche it down, you know, write it out. Like get a piece of paper right now. If someone said, Erica, I want to do a fitness channel, I would go, let's grab this sheet of paper and let's write down the next 50 shows you're going to do. And what would the next 50 shows be? They'd be like swimming and kickboxing and all these different things that related to fitness. And it'd be that person trying them or testing them out. And in between all those segments, we would be, hey, I tried this supplement today. It was great. Affiliate link. You know what I'm saying? I tried this, blah, blah, blah. Affiliate link, affiliate link. That's why fitness is such a popular one. That's why makeup's such a popular one. That's why relationship conversations are popular. They can promote books. They can, you know what I mean? There's so many segues. They can do shows and seminars. People know what they're doing. But yeah, so as you see, I built out all the courses in this class, you know, the different websites. you know, I might be like, hey, here's a video, check out a video from my other channel here and there, just so you can see the difference when you have to niche it down, like niche it down. So everybody, thank you for participating today in Freedom Friday. Definitely go over to the website. The links will be below. If you want any courses, tax lien course, financial freedom starts from the basement, you know, 1099, the rise of the 1099 economy, you name it, ladder income, the books, whatever. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your Friday, baby. It's Freedom Friday. Later, you guys.